Hey guys, and welcome back to Rodea the Sky Soldier. Oh, is there gonna be a fire level in this part? I think there is.
Well, sort of.
Stop getting my hopes up and then dashing them!
First we need to try and rescue Ion. We're definitely going to have going through a volcano in the next part.
Oh, but I want to go through it now.
Well, I know, but we kind of need to save our friend.
Do we? Is she our friend? She's just the kind of person who patches up. She's more of a mechanic for hire than anything.
Well, yeah, but they've got a friendship going on, so just roll with it.
Oh, fine, I guess. It's anime.
I really like the verticality of this particular mission or chapter so far.
Yeah, it's like we start at the top and we're kind of going down for a change.
Yeah, it's great. And also the thing that I particularly love is the complete lack of loading screens, at least within the levels.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it makes it feel so much more open and free flow. Obviously, there are loading screens between levels, but they're really not too bad.
No.
Here's a funny thing. You know the Wii U version?
Yeah?
The loading screens stutter.
How?
I don't know.
It's a fucking 3DS port!
I know, but the loading screens kind of they stutter. They don't really work properly. Like they try to amp things up by adding a nice little animation, but it just doesn't. The animation has to load, it seems.
Go to hell. I'm just now listening to the special stage music. It does have a little bit of a Sonic tilt to it.
It does indeed, yes. It's not much, it's relatively tame,
Yeah.
all things considered. Especially in comparison to some of the other songs on the soundtrack. But it's still cool.
What's your favourite Sonic special stage theme, if you have one? I know you're not into the series as much as, like, Flame or Aya.
Probably Heroes, as that's really the only special stages I've ever played. Like, I love... Well, I'm a fan of Sonic, but I never really played the 2D games.
That's fine, man, that's fine. Like, in terms of music, you could do far worse than Heroes.
Oh, definitely. It's the gameplay where Heroes falls down.
Especially in the special stages.
Yes. And I mean, like, I've got a bit of a history with Heroes in, like, not completing it for, like, must have been maybe 10 years. It's the same with Sonic Adventure 2, because, like, I got stuck on Crazy Gadget, and then left it for ages. Started Dark Story, got stuck on, like, one of the Rouge levels, left it, got stuck on, is it Final Rush?
Yes.
I can't remember what Shadow's final level is, but I got stuck on that, gave up for a bit, eventually I went and finished it. Then I got stuck on BioLizard, that was it.
Yeah, that's a kind of shitty boss in the original version.
And
but
then eventually I finished it. With Heroes, I got to Egg Emperor with Team Rose, and then got stuck.
Fuck that boss.
So that was a pain. Then, after finally beating Egg Emperor, I started Team Sonic's story, and got to... is it... oh god, it's either Frog Forest or the one after that.
Lost Jungle?
Lost Jungle, that's the one. There's the bonus room where I bloomin' screw myself over. I knew it was coming at some point. Either way, Lost Jungle, got to the bit with the alligators.
Oh yeah.
And because that bit is such a buggy mess, I gave up for ages. And then eventually I finally came back to the game and beat it. Because I was just like, I am finishing this today!
I think the levels you were trying to get at, by the way, Final Rush is Sonic's final level. Final Chase is Shadows.
Final Chase is the one. I can never bloody remember the difference, to be honest.
It's fine, they both have final in the name. They're literally the same. Alright, so where's the fire? I'm not seeing the fire, and I was promised fire.
Well, I promised you fire in the next part, that there's less fire in this one. There is going to be some fire, but more in, like, pools. That will make sense in a minute.
Okay. I wonder how many of the games we've covered in HSE history have, like, fire or lava in them. It'll be interesting to see what the ratio is.
It would be, yes.
No, just in terms of how stereotyped we are. Like, we can't cover a game unless it has a really high heat source in it.
Well, I thought we couldn't cover a game unless it was Sega or Nintendo related.
Don't forget Kingdom Hearts.
Or Kingdom Hearts. It just has to be those three, otherwise it just can't happen.
Who cares, really? Let's be honest. Alright, where are we off to next, mate?
We're still en route to try and rescue Ion.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I actually forgot about it.
But don't worry, we are, I think, nearly at the area where she will be.
I don't hate her. There's been more annoying and like scrappy sidekicks, but she hasn't really done much, like apart from patch Rodea up, which I guess we should be grateful for. I guess I should be thankful, and just generally get kidnapped. Lava!
Lava! Oh, I kind of had forgotten about this bit.
Oh, why can't Ion's granddad be our companion?
Because he's going to get rather irritating himself.
Oh, there's always a catch.
And he's going to get to the point where Rodea is going to comment on it.
Oh, wow.
So...
I love sassy protagonists.
I know. There's a bit of self-awareness that goes on in this game. This part is quite cool because you're climbing up through a volcano.
Uh-huh.
But we're going to get a slightly more involved lava bits, pretty sure on the next level.
Just these poles here remind me of when you go inside of the volcano in Mario 64, Lethal Lava Land.
Yes.
When you're climbing up to get the star in the volcano.
Oh god, yeah.
Why couldn't they have made the background fire-themed?
I honestly do not know.
Do we have Yuji Naka's telephone number? I'll ask him right now.
Well, I'm sure somebody has it.
He's probably off driving one of his many Ferraris.
Yeah, also, I did such a bad job of this bonus room that I gave up.
Oh, I'm judging you. I'm judging you.
Because I'm kind of being a little bit of a mess in how I'm dealing with this.
Uh-huh.
Because what you really need to do is decisively get to the next cube, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then it's once the force field's there that you've got to kind of frantically make sure that you're still there. But what I was doing was frantically trying to set off.
It's fun, it's fun.
That was one of the stupider moves that I've made in this game.
Here's what the chain aspect is all about right here. We're just going up like bada bing from target to target.
Exactly. And I think this is going to take us to the sort of final area of this chapter.
And Ion, I guess.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it take us to Domino's or something? Whoa, that's kind of cool. I'm digging that.
Well, we're going to be exploring that in a minute.
Sweet.
But these two kind of floating islands are our final destination for this chapter.
Like the mini floating lava islands.
Yeah, this is what I was remembering at the start of this chapter and what I was referring to when I was saying there's going to be some lava, but I'd completely forgotten about that climb.
Okay.
So, what you've got to do here is you've got to go to each of the ships where the green markers are and see if Ion's there.
Without getting seen, because apparently stealth sections are a good idea.
Well, no, you can get seen, you've just got to make sure that you defeat the enemy before you can check the ship.
Ah, okay. Well, doesn't the fact that you have a long-range weapon make this, like, stupidly easy?
Well, as long as you make sure you pick up the gun.
Okay, fair enough, I suppose.
Because at the minute I've got the speed shoes and they ain't going to do me much good. But the thing is, if you're playing the game the first time, you may think, right, well, I've got to check every single ship, and Ion will be in the last one. That's what you may think if you've played a lot of video games.
Yeah, some games try to, like, cheat their way out of, you know, allowing you to get through stuff quickly, so it's always going to be the last one, but I'm assuming it's not the case here.
Not here. They do something like that later on in the game, but in this particular one, no, there's one very specific ship which holds Ion, and it's the one at the back end of this set of platforms.
I suppose that's sort of like being the last one, since it's like, you know, furthest in the back.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of signalling to you that it's probably going to be one of the last ones that you check.
Yeah.
But the really nifty thing of being able to tell which one Ion's in is it's the one without a guard.
Ah, okay. Seems like a bit of an ass-backward decision on the, part of the Naga or Garuda Empire, but whatever.
It is rather stupid, but then I suppose the backwards logic is that if there's no guard, then you're not going to think there's anything in it worth guarding. So you're going to go for the ones with guards, because you think, well, surely they're guarding them because Ion's in there. Which is actually quite clever when you think about it.
You can do it, Rodea!
Punch the shit out of that door. We didn't have the money to animate it, but it's implied you're doing it.
Hey, do you even work out?
Oh, he went there.
Do you even lift, Rodea?
That's it! Rodea!
So, yeah, we need to go and find a key card to be able to get into the ship.
Of course we do.
So we need to work our way all the way back to that first platform and jump in the launcher. And then we're going to get to explore the massive area beneath us.
I really actually dug the set piece where we were flying through the trees. I was like, whoa, I was kind of having a moment there.
There are a couple of really wonderful moments like that throughout the game. It's great.
Mario Galaxy took advantage of that whole, oh, you're just like, basically what's in a loading state. We're going to show you some like cool vistas and whatnot.
Exactly. I mean, it's a very, very good way of doing loading.
As long as they're short and, nicely paced and it shows you some interesting stuff, I don't have a problem with that. I know there's a lot of people who just prefer to be hands-on all the time, but sometimes I just like looking at pretty things,
Exactly. I mean, it's like sometimes wrestling away control from the player can work in a game's favour. Not all the time.
Not all the time, no.
But sometimes it is a good idea, because it allows you to like open up the scope of an area, or allows you to show off certain things that people might not have noticed before.
Yeah.
Or give you like a quick glimpse of an area that you're about to explore. Now this is the final area of the chapter, so I'm pretty sure the door with the gold legacy medals around here, but I don't know where it is.
You're going the wrong way, Rodea. This is the designated gameplay area.
Yeah, I didn't realise the game could do that to you. So I was rather surprised when that happened.
I want to check out the fancy building in the middle of the pool.
Well, to be honest, we're going all the way up above the pool, because that's where the big, massive robot that we need to face down is.
Ah, okay.
But first we are going to do some looping through all these gravitons, because why the hell not?
Oh, it's so Knights-like.
And now you can see part of the reason why I absolutely adore this game.
I know, mate. You have your... There's a lot of, friggin' Knights-related games that you've done for the channel recently.
Well, they're not necessarily Knights related, but they're in the same slightly eccentric, slightly flight related vein.
Oh, these guys. Hate these guys.
Yeah, so you need to defeat one to get the key card.
Was it a little bit harder for you without the gun?
I mean, kind of, but not really, because all you need to do is just right yourself and charge.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But again, going back to said handheld version.
Hurry back now!
Ah!
So, I believe it's round about now that Rodea is going to just be like, shut up.
Please shut the fuck up. This is kind of funny though, he just keeps going on and on. Well, he's just a doting granddad where he is kind of getting irritating. Well, I'll push him over that limit, shall we? The humour is kind of funny at points, I'll have to give it that.
It's just cheesy enough to get away with its flaws, I think.
I think what happened was, if I was playing the Wii version, a lot of the stuff wouldn't rub me the wrong way, but because I was just having to struggle, and I mean literally struggle, Rodea 3DS is literally one of the worst games I've ever played in my life, and that's not hyperbole at all. It's a broken mess from start to finish, or start to the point that I got up to. That it just hampered my enjoyment, so I imagine if I played the Wii version first it would be a lot better.
I think so, yes.
I'm coming, Ion. I hope you're okay. I hope you've eaten. I hope you're not too scared.
I hope so too, but I don't think everything's going to go quite to plan.
Oh, son of a bitch.
But the chapter is over, so that's something.
Rodea, are you posing out there? Can you let me out, please?
Eye on it. I'm gonna open the door now.
I swear if this is like a robot duplicate or something.
What's going on? Ion. It's gone.
How did you... did you not keep people posted on the ship? Oh, Jesus, it's not Axel. Okay, I guess we're gonna beat down another member of the R series.
Yep, in the next chapter.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next time for another installment of Rodea the Sky Soldier. Bye for now.